In this video, I will survive for 100 days in the horror Christmas dimension where it's completely covered in snow under the cold, freezing weather. My mission is to explore this land as well as its creatures, to create Christmas weapons with special powers, open Christmas presents and get unique rewards, and finally defeat the most powerful bosses. Each creature has many special skills and unique loot. The first day I was spawned in a world filled with Christmas atmosphere, and I immediately opened the starter present to get loot. There were some sheep, chickens, and cows nearby, so I didn't let them get away. When you kill any creature, they will drop a new type of item, which is the Christmas token, used to upgrade and create special items in this Christmas season. There's also a lot of sugarcane nearby, so I took it all because I will need it in the future. Then I started doing basic things like mining rocks, mining coal, and cutting trees. In particular, I will need spruce wood because it will be used a lot in crafting items. Next, I went into the cave and started mining. I got into a battle with the Christmas creeper. He was wearing a very funny-looking sweater. Then there's Mr. Grinch. It seems Mr. Grinch is a bit weak. When I had some iron, I immediately made shears to go harvest sheep's wool, but I was blocked by a huge herd of monsters. It only took me a second to defeat them all. The reason sheep's wool is important is because it is used in making the Christmas present. First, I need some red dye to make the Christmas socks. When you click on them, they will drop a random item. If you're lucky, you'll get rare ore. Otherwise, it's all trash. I traveled for a while and met some cows wearing Christmas sweaters, looking really funny. Then I went to harvest leaves from the nearby spruce tree, of course to use in the upcoming crafting. Unfortunately, a Christmas creeper has blown all the cows. Rest in pieces, my friends. I finally found a village after several days of searching. There was also a lake there, so I planted all the sugarcane. When you enter the village, immediately look for special villagers. They will wear Christmas clothes. If you are lucky, they will sell you special Christmas items, like exclusive items for this occasion. The first one offered me a Christmas freezing and 5 emeralds for a cup of hot chocolate, which was expensive as hell. When I drink it, my strength will increase for a short time. Then I went to craft a Christmas present, because no one gave me a present, so I had to give it to myself. A diamond is such a meaningful gift! I opened a few more gifts, but nothing special. Next, I used sugarcane to make sugar, and from the sugar to make a candy cane. I can eat this candy cane to gain speed, but when combined with the iron sword, it will upgrade the iron sword into a candy cane sword with higher damage. The second sword I crafted was an ice sword made from snow and ice. Its damage is quite low, but in return it has the power to freeze all nearby targets for a few seconds. Now I'm ready to go on an adventure, but before that I can't forget a vehicle, which is a snow sledge. It is made from wood, quite simple. On the way, I faced some monsters, so I tested my 2 Christmas swords. Their power was very strong. After that, I went to harvest wild strawberries and dig snow on the highest top of the mountain nearby. It took me a long time to get to the jungle biome. This is where I can get cocoa beans so I can craft gingerbread cookies. I also need pumpkins. After finishing everything, I returned home and upgraded the sled to level 2, also using wood, so it was very simple. It was larger and had fences on both sides for more safety. When you make an iron axe with spruce leaves, you will get a Christmas axe blade. Then combined with wild strawberries and candy cane, you will get a mistletoe axe. With a special effect when chopping, it will destroy 3x3 surrounding blocks. I also made a Christmas shield by combining a door with a Christmas wreath, so I have a pretty effective defense tool, and it also looks very nice. The work here is not yet finished, because the next step is to create a whole set of gingerbread armor. By upgrading the iron armor with gingerbread cookies, it will increase a lot of armor. Upgrading the Christmas token to another level will give us a frozen Christmas token. Combined with snow, we will have an activation snowflake used to open the gate to the Christmas dimension. Then I need candy cane blocks and snow to build the portal. Once built, use snowflakes to activate and you can travel into that world. It seems like the wind is blowing very strongly over there. You can see snowflakes flying everywhere. When I arrived, I saw that the surroundings were covered with snow, and in the distance there were several enemies guarding this land. The first enemy you need to smash is the green goblins. When fighting, they will randomly drop items like candies or toys or valuable gifts. The most important thing I need is a Santa toy. After that, I opened a bunch of Christmas stockings and made lots of Christmas gifts. To continue the journey, I need to dig sand and ore to make a snow launcher. When it hits the target, it will make them freeze and move very slowly. Even though it doesn't do much damage, it will be used for defense when there are too many enemies. The next weapon I need to make is the ornament bomb, by crafting TNT and ornament balls. Made from glass with 3 colors, blue, red, and yellow, throwing them at the target will explode and cause quite high damage. Before attacking the first boss, I need to upgrade the sled to level 3. The material needed will now be much better, which is iron. It looks 100 times nicer than before. And now to summon the boss, I need to make the freezing potion. The recipe is quite simple. Next, I need to find an evil snow golem. They will come in groups, and there will be quite a lot of them, so I need to find a single one and throw a potion at it. Then it will transform and become the evil snowman. It has 600 health and many skills, such as launching ice spikes, summoning snowmen around it, and growing ice from the ground. When hit by its skill, you will get a cold effect and move slowly. Especially if you get too close to this boss, you will be completely frozen and unable to move. After a very intense fight, I finally defeated it. It drops a pretty cute-looking snow globe. You can see there is a snowman trapped inside. When you right-click on your hand, all nearby targets will be frozen for 10 seconds. Extremely useful. The next enemy I need to destroy is an army of nutcrackers, so I get on my sled and went out for a search. They often patrol with quite a large squad, so I have to be careful. When destroyed, they will likely drop weapons held in their hands, or more fortunately, drop nutcracker toys, which will be extremely necessary in the future. Because they are so numerous and strong, I have to summon an army of gingerbread men to attack them. Gingerbread golems are created from gingerbread with iron and pumpkin heads. They have quite high damage with many hit points. But it seems like they can't compete with this army. After collecting 4 nutcrackers, I immediately ran away and continued to adventure to other lands with the sled. From afar, I discovered a Christmas forest, where there were many giant pine trees with countless Christmas stockings on them. Of course, I can open them all and receive gifts without needing to craft them. Once I had enough materials, I immediately made a new weapon. The first thing to make is a Christmas tree with colorful decorations. If you place the tree above a gold block and click on it, you will gain strength and speed. And yet, if I use 2 iron pickaxes combined with a Christmas tree, I will create a Christmas drill, used to dig all types of blocks in the world, including the hardest blocks. It is also used to attack enemies with extremely high damage and no cooldown. Now I'm ready to fight the second boss. By combining 4 nutcrackers and gold toys, I will get the golden nutcracker used to summon the Nutcracker King boss. With 1,200 hit points and abilities like summoning a Nutcracker army. The Nutcracker army consists of 3 types of troops: Swordman, Musketeer, and Drummer. Musketeer will shoot his rifle from afar and deal 15 damage, so you have to keep moving. The Drummer will buff nearby allies. When destroyed, the Nutcracker King will drop a set of Nutcracker armor, better than full diamond armor, and a staff. When clicked, it will create an explosion that deals 50 damage to all nearby targets. At this time, my candy cane sword was broken, so I had to create a Christmas tree sword with 15 damage per attack and a special skill that deals 30 wide area damage. It is the strongest melee weapon in the game. Nearby is the candy cane forest biome, where many giant candy canes grow towering, so I have an endless source of candy canes to eat for the rest of my life. Next, I created the strongest ranged weapon in the game, a bazooka that launches presents. The way to make it is quite simple, but each time it is shot, it will cost 1 Christmas present. When shot at the target, it will explode and cause a lot of damage. The third boss is the evil Santa Claus. To summon him, I need a Christmas tree with 4 presents around it and build up like a chimney, with Santa toys on top. Evil Santa has 2 forms. The first form is sitting on a sleigh, flying in the sky and dropping presents to the ground. Each different color present has a different effect. Because he flies in the sky, I can only stand below and attack from afar. Finally, Phase 1 is completed. Phase 2, the evil Santa will jump down from the sleigh and hold an axe to attack the player. This time there are new enemies, the burnt gingerbread men. I have to combine and use all the skills I have to destroy this boss. Extremely difficult. But finally, I did it. Santa will drop the Santa Claus armor and Santa's sleigh with 4 reindeer. Sitting on it, you can control and fly in the air at extremely fast speeds. The last biome in the game I need to visit is this dark land, where the ground is made of coal and obsidian, where there are dark goblins with pale skin and black clothes. When slayed, they will drop dark goo. You need 16 dark goo in total to perform a demonic ritual. This ritual will summon the final boss. First, use dark goo to turn the Christmas tree into a dark Christmas tree and build a structure as the altar to perform the evil ritual. With coal and obsidian in the middle, dark Christmas tree in 4 directions, and placing Santa's head at the top, this will summon Krampus, Christmas Devil. He is a giant creature with 2 long curved horns. His outfit is quite similar to Santa's, with a red and white suit and a long beard. He has extremely strong skills such as throwing dark presents. Each present will have a cursed toy such as evil Jack-in-the-Boxes, evil bears, and dark goblins. If you get too close to it, you will lose blood and get blindness. This boss is much stronger than all the previous bosses. After a while, I was able to defeat him and complete the game. And that's it for 100 Days of Horror Christmas in Minecraft. Like and subscribe.